bakhona abama-members of parliament and senators abangabe bephakathi kwethu. Nanzelele ubaba uMguni, His Worship the Mayor of the city of Bulawayo, aldermen and councillors of the city of Bulawayo here present, Permanent Secretary for Provincial Affairs and Devolution, ubaba uNyoni, siyamxolisela ubambekile bagijimiseni iprogram. The town clerk of the city of Bulawayo, here represented by ubaba Umpunzi, the managing director for TCI Private Limited, ubaba TCI Mtungwazi, siyabonanzelela baba. Representatives from various business organizations, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Ngingakabali inkulumo yami, ngifuna ukuthi nxa siphosa amehlo ngapha ngitharazile ngabona ngofakazi wokuthi bantu bakithi lina elithe labonwa inkosi lazuza endaweni leyi, kungani kungahlala kukuhle kungelaphepha phansi. Ngiyananzelela ukuthi kulamatshe apendiweyo amhlophe akhomba ukuthi amaguma enu azahlala emhlophe nke, ececiswe ngamaflawuzi. Amaflawuzi angathelezelwa nxa lithe lahlanganyela lagebhisa umgodi elizabe lizuza amanzi okuthelezela amaluba enu, ukuze lithi demonstrate to the entire city ukuthi kumele sihlale sihlanzekile. Anti lapho kungcole khona umoya oyingcwele kawusondele. Kungumkhuleko wami-ke ukuthi amaguma enu kungabi lesiqhi esiwele phakathi kwamaguma enu. I am glad to stand before you today to witness the commissioning of 118 stands in the Emganweni suburb by the city of Bulawayo and its partner TCI Private Limited. I am happy that the city recognizes its role in the provision of adequate shelter for its citizenry as a government agency. Section 28 of the Zimbabwean Constitution identifies shelter as one of the national objectives and highlights that the state, all institutions and government agencies have to take measures within the limit of resources available to them to enable every person access to adequate shelter. This is also in recognition of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, which emphasizes the right to shelter as an economic, social, cultural right. The importance of accommodation and shelter is also enshrined in the Sustainable Development Goal number 11, which notes that we should make cities and human settlements inclusive, safe, resilient, and sustainable, and also feeds into the African Agenda 2063. Goal number 1, for a high standard of living, quality of life, and well-being for all citizens. The government of Zimbabwe recognizes this universal right, and as such, the National Development Strategy 1 identifies housing delivery as one of the key programs for implementation under the priority public infrastructure. The commissioning of these stands is also in recognition of the continued demand for housing by the residents of Bulawayo. The housing waiting list continues to balloon and grow on a daily basis, with residents and stakeholders looking for decent accommodation. The National Development Strategy 1 realizes that it should not only be the provision of housing stands, but they should be coupled with the requisite social amenities. This includes the provision of transportation, water supply, healthy and education for the urban dwellers. This
yes, this side is where we were commissioning 267 stands and boldly called on the city of Bulawayo to abuse us by availing more land to us so that we can service and help in the development of our beautiful city. While on that day we all laughed, with some dismissing it as a mere joke, I'm glad to say the city of Bulawayo officials showed the confidence they had in us and availed us more land, which is where we meet today commissioning these 118 stands. As TCI, when we were given this project, we took it as a challenge, because by availing this land to us, the city of Bulawayo showed the trust they had in us, and we could not risk disappointing them, and disappointing them we did not, which is why we are gathered here to celebrate this milestone. Milestone, one might ask. Yes, it's a milestone. We have managed to commission 2 major projects in less than 12 months. If that isn't a record or a milestone, then what is? That is surely the way TCI does its things. Ladies and gentlemen, housing delivery is one of the 14 national priority areas in the National Development Strategy NDS1, which seeks to ensure that the country attains an upper middle class economy in line with Vision 2030. NDS1 envisions the delivery of 220,000 housing units by 2023, and the government is pushing for the use of alternative technologies to fast-track the construction of houses, which, as private developers, we have also committed to ensuring we contribute towards this milestone. In just under a year, we have commissioned 385 stands, and we are still raring to go. This is the commitment we have in developing this city of ours. It is our wish that within a year we will be meeting at another site commissioning more stands. As we said last time, and repeat today, please, we are available to partner the city in development of residential stands. It is time for us to help get rid of the term which is so much loved by our colleagues from the fourth estate, the media, the ever ballooning housing waiting list. Instead, let's have that waiting list constantly reduced by availing such stands and to companies that have the capacity to execute the projects. To the government, we herein represented by the Honourable Minister of State for Operational Affairs and Devolution, Honourable Juliet Ngube. We thank you for availing policies that allow us as private developers to operate freely and help in the development of our nation. To the city of Bulawayo, the town clerk, Mr. Dube, and his staff, His Worship the Mayor, Councillor Solomon Boni. As TCI, we thank you for the trust and confidence you have shown in us. As I conclude, I will once again emphasize to the Council that give us more land. We are stronger, bigger, and ready for whatever challenge that is thrown at us. I thank you.
Our Honourable Councillors of the city, the Permanent Secretary for Provincial Affairs and Devolution, Mr. Pinyoni Sidwe, here represented by Mr. Tim Bonzi, the Financial Services Director, and all other heads of council departments here present. Council staff and managers here present. The Managing Director of TCI International Private Limited, Mr. TCI Mtungwas, and team, representatives from other corporate organizations who are here with us today, government agencies and senior government officials who may be with us here, ladies and gentlemen of the media. Thank you for honoring this invitation to be with us today. It's good to be back here after a year to commission these 118 stands at Mkanweni Second. These stands are being delivered under the public-private partnership strategy, where the City of Bulawayo works with private developers with development finance to service stands and provide housing for the people of Bulawayo. The delivery of housing is one of the city's critical and strategic roles, and to fulfill this role, we've had to come up with a number of long-term strategies that ensure we provide adequate housing to our people. In the housing delivery strategy, the city has had to relook its processes and systems to ensure that we provide housing at an optimal level. This is because we note that the importance of delivering sufficient and affordable housing is every local authority's top priority all over the world. This is the same in Zimbabwe and indeed in the city of Bulawayo, where we have a yearly target of providing at least 3,000 housing stands a year. The challenge has been in achieving the set target, especially in light of the economic challenges and the low disposable income that our urban dwellers have at their disposal. This is not new, as we have had a long-term trend where there is a mismatch between housing supply and demand, and this can be noted with the housing waiting list, which is over 130,000 and continues to grow on a daily, if not yearly basis. The challenges of housing delivery have been worsened by the lack of affordable development loans from our local financial institutions, and even for the local authority to be able to equip itself to be able to service those stands. And also, gone are the days where the working class would be able to access mortgage finance